I am a publisher, writer, editor, daughter, sister, auntie, dog mom, and many other things, including currently a cancer patient. But I am not a doctor or medical professional of any sort. What you are about to watch is an episode of my journey through cancer. I'm sharing my adventure with you in hopes that you'll find something here that's comforting and maybe even inspiring. This video is not intended to provide any sort of diagnosis or treatment plan. Please go talk with your doctor for professional medical advice. So, in the midst of vacation, we find ourselves on the road again because Lynnie's computer is dead and Denise has graciously agreed to drive me from the western shore of Maryland into Washington, D.C., and we are going to get me a new computer.
That's right.
And if there's any problem, Denise has assured me that Mrs. Colonel will come out to play. Who's Mrs. Colonel? Tell me about Mrs. Colonel.
So, I'm married to retired Lieutenant Colonel David Pearsall, and the Colonel's wife gets it accomplished. I lived for 25 years in the suburbs of Washington, D.C., and I know where all the shopping is. I also am an Apple girl, and I know where all the Apple stores are, Best Buy, where to purchase and get fixed all the Apple products. So we are going to get it accomplished today.
We are going home.
We're going home.
A new computer.
That's right.
Woohoo!
That's right. We're going back to my old shopping grounds, and we are going to find one and bag it and bring it home. Yes.
Life is good.
That's right.
Oh, yes, indeed. We got it done. Let me start by reminding you that for the next weekish of this blog, I'm going to be coming to you from home to fill in the vacation narration for when the tech went sideways. Because that's what you do when things go sideways. You figure out a way to get them done, even if that way isn't ideal. That was how my friends approached the tech meltdown. I needed to be able to be in touch with my doctors, with authors, with my stepfather, so I could just stay up to date on how my mother was adjusting to her new home. And so the need for technology resulted in 4 people spending 2 hours on phones and iPads and computers trying to find a store that would be able to have the computer that I wanted delivered to it, and we could pick it up and they could transfer the data to the new computer and do all of that good stuff so I would actually have a working laptop again. I was not one of the 4 people that was on a phone or an iPad or a computer. I was instead at the end of my rope. I have cancer. That was the thing that was on my mind. And the reason that I had been unable to relax into vacation mode. And the laptop blowing was the straw that broke my back. In order for me to get a new computer and get back online, my friend Denise and I rose early and headed toward Potomac Yard. That's a 2-hour trip. And we picked up the computer, the laptop, the new one, from the Best Buy in Potomac Yard. But they were unable to transfer the data for 2 days. But they made an appointment at another Best Buy, this one in Pentagon City, that said they would transfer the data. So we drove to Pentagon City, and when we got there, they said, oh no, it's going to take 2 days to transfer the data. So they made an appointment with a third Best Buy, this one about 25 miles from the vacation home we were staying in. So it was on the way, and we drove there, and we got there, and they said, oh no, it will take 2 days to transfer the data. So Denise had been intrepid all day. And now it was time for me to be crazy. I played the cancer card. Specifically, what I said was, I have cancer and I can't afford to be offline and away from being able to communicate with my doctors for 2 entire days, which was true. We were in the middle of arranging for tests that I needed to have done in order to start treatment. But it isn't the sort of thing you want to shout at a stranger in public. Denise had been intrepid, and I lost my shit, and we went home with a new laptop with all of the old data transferred onto it. Here's the thing. You need to be intrepid when you have cancer. It's really, a full-time job in a major way. You have to organize your doctor visits, and you have to organize your test schedule, and you have to make sure there's someone around to buy you fresh vegetables when you can't go and shop for them yourself. And you have to arrange your schedule so that you can rotate your friends through your treatment days and not burn any of them out, taking you back and forth to treatments. You have to plan your diet. You have to plan what you're going to do to boost your immune system. All this stuff that you have to do. Someone recently said to a friend of mine that she thought I was in denial about my cancer because she'd heard me cracking some cancer jokes. And no, let me assure you, I'm not in denial. I'm sweating every second of it. I'm wondering if and when I'll get my health back. And that weighs very heavily on me. But she thought I was crazy for taking it too lightly. So let me say this as a person who loses at least a couple hours sleep every night, thinking about worst case scenarios, and who has of late been snapping at the people around me like a rabid ferret. If you don't let the crazy come out from time to time, you are not going to make it through cancer. You are not going to be able to come back to your vacation home from Pentagon City and enjoy your friends and a view like this. And you're not going to be able to smile like this at the end of the day.
If you liked this video or found it helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell.